Alright.
Yo,
Is
what's
it
up?
live now?
Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. Today, I'm with a friend named Rewrite. It's the same guy from last stream, uh, 2 streams ago. Um, Today this is a simple day. We're just gonna be scaling Sonic and Goku, the two goats. All right,
Sonic's better.
Rewrite. You'll do the Sonic part.
Alright, so first we got Sonic's Soloris part. First is Sonic it, so it was shown that Soloris is super dimensional, which can apply that he is beyond dimensionality, which will mean and and also he can eat dimensions and which means that he's above will be he'll be above what's it called? He'll be above dimensionality. So that means that's Soloris is outer no matter what you say. He's outer.
Yeah, super dimensional
And
means like being beyond the totality of higher dimensions.
And also, it was stated by Eggman.
Oh wait, hold
Wait,
on.
let me.
Wait, hold on. Today is one of my viewers' birthdays, so I'm gonna invite him to the stream.
All right. Also,
All right, join up that little link right there. I'm gonna also
so
I'm gonna invite you to this real quick. I'm gonna put this in your DM.
also stated that Sonic Soloris can annihilate the meaning of time itself. Oh, I don't got. Wait. Oh, they're streaming. All right. I'm doing this
All right,
one.
and we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave this call, and you'll join that. Okay.
All right.
How do I figure this out? Um. Okay, so you're gonna click on that little Emma. You're gonna click that little link, like right there. Like I'm gonna click this little link. Um, I'll just add you on Discord. What's your Discord? Um, oh, now I need to figure something out. It won't let you join. Um, I'll rewrite here.
Yo.
Yo,
Yo. So like, all right. Can I speak?
yeah, you can speak. Um, um, yo, Emma. Why is it not working for you? Is it because you need to sign in and stuff? I'm pretty sure that I aren't even here anymore, so it's fine, I guess. Anyways, show it here that you
Here.
that like
So that means
I'll do the explanation. So basically, here it states that Eggman states that Solaris can annihilate the meaning of time itself, which means the time in concept. If it says itself, it would actually mean the concept. So he was going to annihilate the concept of time itself, and he's also a transcendent life form that exists in the past, present, and future, implying omnipresence and um, transcendental to the cosmology. The cosmology of Sonic consisting of fuck, what was it? Model realism. What the fuck? This is TikTok leak. Okay, here this other scan states that the scan states that Eggman is saying that it's the exact same time when you asked earlier, and the exact same time when you asked earlier. There's no time here, which would imply atemporal, and there's also no space here, which would mean it's aspidal too. So it's an atemporal and aspidal realm, which would logically conclude that it's an outer versal realm because it also states that obliterates time and space, and time and space is not a concept here. So that would mean it's atemporal and aspatial. Well, what the fuck? Why were you unadded to the stage?
Oh no, it was just my thing glitch.
Oh, okay. Anyways,
So this is this can prove that time the time meter is above. It would be that the time meter is below what's it called? It's below Solar still, but it's still outer at best.
yes.
And now
Oh yeah.
so here's
Um,
how it shows all of this.
Infinite the Jackal solos all previous Sonic villains, which would make him High Outer Versal. Why would it be High Outer Versal? Because he's able to defeat Solaris and be scale above the realm that is aspidal and atemporal, meaning that's High Outer Versal. And Sonic was able to neg him in his base form. Do you got the scan where he negs um Infinite real quick? Oh yeah, also this.
This shows go back to that site, the other one that tweet, and I want you and that can prove that Sonic cannot be perceived by the concept of time and space.
Yeah.
Because it cannot be reached by a scientific
That would
portrayal.
also mean that it's beyond scientific understanding, which is an outer versal requirement for character stats and profiles wiki. And this scan sites it could be Eggman's mysterious powers breaking the boundaries of dimensions. That's actually further supported throughout Sonic Forces. So it's not just a mere question. It's actually something
A
that physically
tesseract.
exists. Yeah, a physical fourth dimensional structures exist in the verse, and Sonic's able to interact with this with ease.
And Amy is too, so that would make Amy and Sonic and Tails 4D, or at least 4D if you're gonna go low
At
ball.
least at a fourth dimensional phenomenon. Bro, get this guy out of here. Anyways, since we concluded that Sonic's fourth and 4D to high out reversal, we can move on to scaling. Oh, never mind.
Sonic Boom is
Continue.
alternate universe to Sonic normal Sonic, so like
Yeah,
you can kind of use it.
yeah, and Eggman was doing his little calculations there, and they said, "I can't take another day of the same string theory, super string theory."
So that proposes that the string theory exists in Sonic, which is 12D,
It's actually 11D, and super string theory is
2060.
20, yeah, 2060 dimensional. 26. Not 2060, 26.
We could
It's
even say that base Sonic from Solo before he even fought Soloris is still out of because it transcends dimensions. That could mean it could transcend dimensionality.
yeah. So superstring theory is consistent closed superstrings that are contained in a 26 dimensional bisonic closed string theory. So basically it's just 26 dimensional, which would scale Sonic to hyperversal. And Eggman has like a fucking
So
realm,
that
I
would
think.
mean wait. So that would mean that the it would transcend Sonic Boom because it transcends dimensions because and the Sonic Boom is a dimension because dimension equals universe.
Yeah. So we can conclude that Eggman's land transcends the Sonic Boom universe, which contains the 26th dimensional super string theory, which would make it 27th dimensional. And for this, when it comes to the multiverse, anything is possible, which would possibly include model realism. You want to know why this would include model realism? This means any logical possible Sonic is possible in the multiverse. So that would conclude that there's model realism in Sonic.
Wait, we got some more skins. Let's get a little bit more before we end it.
Yeah, and then we can move on to Goku.
Goku's Goku. Wait. Oh, this I got one. We can't forget this. We can't forget this thing. Wait,
This is my boy Zeta.
I'm getting a few. So
Oh yeah, there's infinite parallel worlds too, but he deleted that scan. So
I'm trying to get the one where what's it called? The Phantom Ruby is stronger than the.
Phantom Ruby, huh? I can't really see that scare, but that really implies
That's
that
very foggy. I can't find the one where it's not foggy.
hmm. But yeah, this proposes that the Phantom Ruby is stronger than the what was it? Master Emerald or just emeralds?
Yup.
Yeah, Master Emerald.
So by way conclusion,
Sonic's 27th dimensional to high out reversal. Cool. All right. Since we got Sonic skill done, I think it's finally time we skill the GOAT Goku. What do you say? All right, I'll take it over for this one. So my proposition that Goku's outer reversal will come from here. Where is it? Right here. Goku being outerversal. Now it's time to finally explain. All contradictions are false in all possible worlds. Anything that's conceivable, imaginary, non-contradictory is logically possible. Classical logic is defined as a set of principles and methods of inherent and valid reasoning. The principle of sufficient reasoning PSR is a tautological and is true in all interpretations. Given the prior data, all of this infers classical logic being true. Any abstraction that's aspidal and atemporal and beyond dimensions would have a qualitative outer versal existence level. Every configuration of spatial temporality would have always composed space and time, and there is no instance where one can exist without the other. That as they are a duality. If it is the case that there is no concept of time within otherworld, then no concept of space must also follow to not exist within the other world. Otherworld transcends dimensions. If the other world transcends dimensions, then it can't be 0D and it must be beyond dimensionality as it exists as an abstract edifice. Anything that has an outer versal existence would have a qualitatively superior to all dimensionality, lacking the concept of space and time, and anything that has an outer versal attack potency can affect all dimensionality significantly. It is in the case that the other world is abstract and transcends dimensions without contradictions, and it's consistent in the narrative given the data, the conclusion to the other world has an outer versal existence. Goku's clash with Beerus was able to shake the entirety of Universe 7 macrocosm, which would include the other world, if the collusion of two punches have been able to affect universal quantification of everything in the timeline, then one of the punches would be equivalent to the timeline. Since one of those punches is going to be equivalent to the universe, then the attack potency must have been affected to the timeline. In conclusion, Goku is outer versal. It's pretty cool. Now we're gonna go why he's this strong, which should be easy. Koyama statement. The reason why Koyama statements are reliable is because he normally asks permission from Toei and the offers, and he basically writes out the confirmation of the answers. So yes, he is reliable. That's like saying if like a character, if like a person who worked for the let's say like the employees, like an employee worked with an offer but has no authority over this object, and the offer states that if you talk to fuck I need to restart. If the offer talked with him saying information, he's allowed to give off that information because it's by the offer himself, and he basically asked for confirmation from the offers. So yes, Koyama statements are reliable. In this skin, it states that my second question is: does the living world just share all the same philosophies, mathematics, and science from our universe? And Koyama says, aren't we sharing more in common? Which is basically just saying which is basically just agreeing with him. So we can conclude that the living world has the same philosophies, mathematics, and science. Now we're going to explain why this is relevant. The verse would have schizophrenian, or however you fucking say it, philosophy, which is a period since schizoperionian. Schizophrenian will basically is the drive for the world, and etc. It is the process underlying reality that makes stuff like the seed become a plant, or the lion hunt is the will to life. He described it as holostatic. holistic and beyond the mind. It is unity due to Libian's law, and it's the true reality. What we see is the picture of it. It's beyond extended model realism because of how Takashi Yagasawa described it would be bound by some indexing, aka bound by ontology. Since also by this logic, the mathematics would be a type 4 multiverse because that would include like mathematics. And such as that. Or you can just argue that all of philosophies, which would include the type 4 multiverse, which is a fucking philosophy theory. But philosophies would contain like benevolence in a theological context, Whitehead's becoming, epistemological nihilism, Liberian will, Kataka Nubian, Buddhist emptiness, logical positivism, Berkeley perceiving, Libyans monads, Hungarian being, Hopon argumentation, Charles Hartshorne's dipolar logic, and Insoft, with all of these being fucking broken. And Goku can scale to if Goku can scale to this, if not beyond this. So Goku is a Perion to beyond a Perion to tier 0 on hierarchy battle wikis. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you like and subscribe. Well, I said video, I meant like live stream. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. And this guy is a GT Goku victim because GT Goku exists on a higher plane of existence where he transcends all of this. So, see ya guys on the next stream. Bye bye. Do, do, do.